In this video, I am covering everything of what 5 Pillars offers. Now, will I cover every single little detail? No. But I'm covering the basics, and this is going to help you tremendously, just like it helped me. So 5 Pillars was founded by Shelby Johnson, Michael Glaspie. They got together, they met through Ruben Garcia, who is both of their sponsor. He has likely already reached out to you. He is an amazing resource, but this video is not about him. This video is about 5 Pillars. The 5 Pillars community is a community. It's not a team. You'll know if you're on a formal team. If you don't know whether you're on a team or not, you have joined as an individual solo agent. You get all of your commission split. You're not paying 5 Pillars anything. We are just a community, a bunch of real estate agents that want to scale their business and turn this into a real business, one that you can retire from. In case you didn't know this already, I was the very, very first agent that took 5 Pillars nationwide. So at the time, they were just in North Carolina, and they were just like, I don't know, maybe 20 agents strong, something like that. I really don't know. I found Shelby on a podcast, and I heard that she was a real estate agent, she was prior military, and she has checklists. And I'm like, boom, boom, boom. Like, I relate with all that. I love checklists, and I want your checklist, Shelby. So are you looking to franchise? I didn't have a clue about what EXP was and how you can join anybody anywhere, and neither did she, because when I reached out to her, I was like, Shelby, you have checklists and I fucking want them. Like, I'm not even an agent yet, but I know that I'm gonna get licensed. And would you franchise? Like, I will buy your franchise in Tucson, Arizona. Meanwhile, they were in North Carolina. They were across the country. And I didn't know this person. Like, she was a stranger. I heard her one time on a podcast. And she goes, at this time, no, not franchising. And I was like, okay, well, darn. So let me continue looking. And I was still looking, interviewing around. And that's when she hits me back up. This is weeks later. Like, I'm in school still, or maybe like nearing the end of school, real estate school. And she goes, actually, with EXP, you can join us. Let's jump on a call. And I was like, let's fucking go. So we did a Zoom call. She said 30 minutes and we spent an hour because that's how I am. And so I was Shelby's first recruit into EXP, expanding 5 Pillars nationwide. Now, was I nervous that I wasn't going to have the one-on-one help or like the overall support? Of course. I was taking a chance. I was like, dude, I heard this person one time. I had one Zoom call with her and she seems very knowledgeable and she has the checklist. Like, if she says she has the checklist to help with buyers, sellers, investor agents, like everyone, like step by step, and she's done X amount of transactions already, I'm just going to follow the checklist. I knew in myself that I have the drive to be able to do my own transactions. If there's anything that I have a question with, I'm not going to rely my entire business off of one person getting back to me. That shouldn't be your thought either. So I knew that even if I didn't have access to her, which by the way, I do have access to her, and so do you, so take advantage of that. Even if I didn't have access to her, I would at least have access to the checklist, to the Google Drive that she kind of like showed me around a little bit. And I was like, all right, yeah, I think this would help, but I don't know, because I'm not even an agent yet. So I joined her and I made $134,000 my very first year as a part-time agent. But was I doing part-time hours? No, I was full-time hours. So just to set up some expectations there, I had 2 full-time careers. The point of all this is to say that if nothing else, the shit that 5 Pillars is giving you, the shit that I'm showing you in this segment is all you need. This is the meat and potatoes to scale your business. This will help you go from not being an agent to being a killer agent, or going from part-time agent transitioning to full-time agent. So take advantage of this. Let me share my screen and show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is what it looks like at this point. So when you're being onboarded, a VA or virtual assistant or Shelby's assistant is going to be reaching out to you, likely via email, but I don't know. So they will be inviting you to everything. Watch out for that email, opt in, take advantage. That's why you're joining us. You're going to be given this link at some point. You're going to see this link or something similar because, of course, this is September 2024. Things are going to change. So this is why 5 Pillars is just going to have one segment. It's a beefy ass segment, let me tell you, but it's just one segment because things are always improving with us. So you're likely going to see something like this. It's going to be a one-stop shop. This is your link for everything. So obviously what do you do? Save it into your real estate folder. First of all, we are now going to be communicating on WhatsApp. Everything is going to be on WhatsApp. You and I, you and Shelby, you and Ruben. Ruben sometimes does text message too. But for me, for Shelby, we are on WhatsApp. So either DM us privately or take advantage. If you want a faster response, take advantage. First of all, click this link, blah, blah, download WhatsApp onto your phone if you don't have it already, onto your laptop, onto your computer. And here's where you can join the 5 Pillars chat. I'm not going to open this because this is going to slow down my computer, but also because I already have it. So that's why I would slow it down. So pretend that you open up WhatsApp. Excellent. There are going to be a bunch of different chats or threads, whatever you call it, within WhatsApp, groups for you to join. There's going to be an investor mastermind. there's going to be, I think you're going to be automatically added into all of them. So you're going to have investor, you're going to have a random / miscellaneous chat, you're going to have a buyer chat. So for buyer agents, for seller agents, social media, accountability chat, and I think there's a health one also. There's a lot of chats. I suggest stay in all of them for 6 months. If after 6 months, of course, depending on if you actually start your business, if you start your business day one and, like you're heavily putting yourself into this, if you're a full-time agent, stick in it for 6 months. If after 6 months, you're like, hey, this one chat provides me no value, then at that point you can exit or leave that chat. I do suggest having your WhatsApp notifications and all notifications muted for everything. So that way you can maintain focus during your day. But aside from the point here, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is WhatsApp. Let me go back to the 5 Pillars Notion page. And this is the resources. This is access to the Google Drive of what Shelby and Michael have created. This is all I had when I joined 5 Pillars. And I was able to make $134,000 my first year as a part-time agent working full-time hours. So I had 2 full-time jobs. I was a special agent for the Air Force and I was a real estate agent for EXP. So don't let that confuse you. I was not just like a part-time, whittly niddly, not doing jack diddly squat and money just flowed to me. No, I was working my freaking butt off. So I had the Google Drive as well as her checklist, which her checklists are in here. So click over here, save this as a link. I already have this saved, but I clicked the unsave button. Okay. Yeah, it's already here. But anyway, as you can tell, for some reference, I have this saved in my real estate folder. I go down to the 5 Pillars resources. You can pause in case you want to kind of mimic what I do. It looks like a little bit of a hot mess, kind of is, but at least I have everything saved. And then this is the education drive. This is this page over here. This, again, is what I had when I first got started. And did anybody walk me through this? Absolutely not. I'm doing this just for extra. This is the meat and potatoes of your business. What 5 Pillars offers, if you don't use anything else, 5 Pillars will get you to scale. But let's peruse a little bit. And just show you everything of what we offer. So attorney stuff, if you work in an attorney state. Taxes, we have profit first stuff. We have the checklists. We have business. So the bedrock, aka the foundation of your business. Marketing, how to get yourself in front of people. We're talking ads and shit like that. And even free ways too. Sales, this is operations. And as you click in here, it's going to make more sense. Investing, if you're planning on doing events. Pods is something that we have within 5 Pillars where it's an accountability pod, a smaller group, 3 to 5 people that meet as often as the group wants to meet, whether it's weekly, daily, monthly. It's for a quarter, and every quarter it's recycled. There's a new pod, but it's a smaller accountability. It's a focus group. So whatever you want to focus on, whether it's social media or YouTube specifically, or FISBOs or health, literally anything, you can request to be in a pod. And at the next cycle, you'll be put into a pod. Anyway, so that's this. We take this from GoBundance. It's the same thing as GoBundance, the same scales. You'll see when you log in here. But here, let's go to agents. This is everything right here. The buyer's agent. Check this out. Canned emails. This is exactly what to say step by step. The buyer's packets, training on buyers, prep it, literally goes in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much easier can we make this for you? There are a lot of recorded trainings. Every single training that we've ever had within 5 Pillars is recorded somewhere in this Google Drive. So if you cannot find it before reaching out to us, search in the drive. Search in the drive for, whatever it is that you're looking for, you're going to find it. Profit first system, we do it here. Literally everything. If after you search for it, you still can't find it, hit Shelby up. Don't hit me up about this because I'm not the one who organizes this. I actually am going to struggle a little bit. So hit Shelby up or hit her assistant up. So that's that. Next up. Here, let me show you this actually too. Agent attraction. Here are some cheat sheets in case you don't know what to say. If you want to start increasing your revenue share, which is semi-passive income. Ruben's agent attraction. We're really not good, but big on agent attraction because like attracts like. Chances are if you've named me directly as a sponsor or even somebody below me, chances are we're kind of similar. So let's get this bread together. And financing, lending, you get it. I'm not going to go through every single folder. Okay, save that as a favorite. Next up, training. This will take you to, I think I already set mine up for Google Calendar, but this will take you to Outlook calendar when you first get started. And it's going to make it so easy for you to just click all the events and add them to your calendar. When you do that, which I suggest you do, it'll automatically have the URLs. And that way you don't have to go scrambling, finding the link to the training 5 minutes before, then you can't find it. And you're asking, like, hey, where's the link to the training? It's already saved in your calendar. So obviously by now, have a calendar. I suggest Google, but do whatever you wish as long as it's digital. So if you use Google, this is where I can take it a little bit of a step ahead for you. This is the color, at least, that it comes up on my screen. I don't know how it comes up on yours. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I think I can change colors. Ooh, let's not do a repeat color. Let's do nope. That's an ugly color though. Okay. Let's do this. What the hell is amethyst? Let's do this color. Oh, this pops it out so much better. Okay, perfect. So as of right now, we have 4 trainings. These are the trainings that we have. Again, things are likely going to change. Your VA or Shelby's VA is going to be letting you know exactly when the trainings are. Plus, you can also just download this calendar and you'll have everything there too. So weekly on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern for 30 minutes, we have a business brainstorm. Now, how this goes is Shelby talks to the highest producing agent. So whoever it is, really, that's just like producing the most. So that way, everyone else can learn from them. What kind of questions are they asking? What kind of conversation are they having? And if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat and people will answer. But that way you're getting the sense of who is producing a lot, who should I also be looking up to, who can I follow on Instagram, and just start copying exactly what they do. So that's going to be every single Thursday at 11 a.m. to 11:30 Eastern. On the first Monday of every month at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have our investor mastermind. And if you don't have any investments yet and you want to learn how to invest, do this, because Shelby at one point had 74 Airbnbs and like multimillionaire. So is Ruben. So is like Michael Glaspie is on the commercial side for investing. So it's awesome. They sometimes have some guest speakers too, or sometimes they just talk about what each of them are doing and what they're finding in the market right now. So hop on that. And the first Thursday of every month, by the way, the Investor Mastermind led by Shelby, the first Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern is led by me, and it's called Shoot the Shit. And this is where we cover wins. This is where we cover the newest agents on the crew. We welcome them. We say congratulations to those that have hit cap and those that have made icon. And after that, the only rule is that before you talk, you just share a win, because we're all here to support each other. And so the other trainings that we have are so like strict on the trainings. Like, hey, 11 a.m. start, 11:30 a.m. we finish. We don't go over. And it's very like focus mode. We're like beasts, right? We're like focus mode. This Thursday monthly call is to just, what it says is shoot the shit, get to know each other. As we're expanding so fast, we want to know who's in San Antonio, who's in Houston that I can send a referral out to, who's in Oregon, who's in Portugal, stuff like that. So come on by, join, leave whenever you want. Cameras on, cameras off, but of course we prefer cameras on. It's really just a way to get to know each other, being that our community is growing. So that is Shoot the Shit. I hope that I've been sharing that screen. Otherwise, it's just those 4, plus save them immediately to your calendar. Going back to the Evernote, let's go to Pillars Retreat. Once a year, we have Pillars Retreat. It's business focused, and it is a tax write-off. We usually stay at an Airbnb, like a mansion, that fits like all 30 of us. And it usually starts out with like a workout in the morning, a group breakfast, and then like different speakers within 5 pillars. Different speakers so that we can learn from each other, we can grow together. It's really, really good. And then at nighttime, we usually have like some sort of bonding activity, like emotionally bonding activity. Last year, people cried. Last year, people shared some really, really heavy stuff. And it was cool to like learn about each other in a deeper level. So if you can make it, make it. And spouses are allowed if they work with you in the business. If they're an assistant for you, or if they're your transaction coordinator or like operations manager, typically they would have to be licensed, not just like an emotional support animal, if you know what I mean. Okay, anyway, so this is an itinerary, and this is conferences. We all love conferences, although at this time I am taking a little bit of a step back. This will show who is going to which conferences are on our mind. So in case you have never been to a conference, I highly suggest going to them. EXPCon, number 1. I also highly suggest going to Tom Ferry Summit, specifically Tom Ferry Summit. And a very, very small one is Real Estate Rockstars. So, but that's some extra stuff there. And Connect, roster. This is where you can, again, save all of these in your 5 pillars folder. This will show you every agent that is within 5 pillars. It's constantly updated, so you know who's in, who's out, who's still, in within our circle, who is added on. Rather, once you have a referral, check here first, because these are a group of killer agents, and reach out to them and get to know each other. So there's that. That is, and of course, here are a few other things. So Instagram. If you follow them on Instagram, they'll follow you back. If they don't already, likely they already do. The more that you post, sometimes 5 pillars Instagram will pick up your post and reshare it. Therefore, you can get in front of 2 audiences. Same thing with Facebook. You can purchase some swag here, showing your 5 pillars stuff. Of course, listen to the Agent Goldmine. It is the best real estate podcast, specifically to help agents going from 5 closings a year, 5 closings a year to 20 plus, and find some properties. So that's something for real estate investor meetups in case you wanted to hold an investor meetup. Quick thing about investor meetups. In case you want to actually go 100% into running an investor meetup, reach out to me, because someone in our community, Vince Crane out of Atlanta, Georgia at this time, knows exactly how to run a very profitable in-person meetup for investors. He runs the biggest Bigger Pockets meetup in the entire country, and he's in Atlanta. That meetup group has like 3,000 people in the Facebook group, and he's made $1 million in GCI in his 4 years of being a real estate agent. So if you want to do the same, he has pretty much like a franchise almost. So it's a no-brainer at this time. I don't want to name any prices in case it changes, but at this time, the ROI is massive. I would do it if I wanted to do in-person stuff. I don't like it. I don't like choosing the venue, but people make so much money from in-person meetups. You don't even have to be the one teaching. Anyway, I'll let him finish the rest. So if, in case you're interested, reach out to Vince. You can get in contact with Vince by clicking the roster button over here. Again, this is everything of what I had to get started. If you have any questions, reach out to the VA that set you up. Reach out to Shelby. And then if they, for some reason, can't answer it, then reach out to me related to 5 pillar stuff. See you in the next video.